Hi there, happy hump day and welcome to Wednesday. So if you're preparing for a race, a marathon, some type of athletic event, it's likely that you'd do some training. You'd prepare for it. You wouldn't just turn up one day and decide to go for a run. Well, if you did, you're not likely to get the outcome that you want, and you may finish the race with injuries. Because, like all good athletes, they know that to get their best, to be at their best, to achieve what it is that they want to achieve in the sporting arena, it takes effort, hard work, planning, perhaps experts around to provide advice and guidance. They have a personal training regime that's fit for purpose and that suits them. You can actually apply the same principles when you think about change, both in your personal life and in your professional life. Because all change, good change, requires some form of effort, planning. And so the more you're prepared for the change, the more you've put effort into thinking about it, anticipating what could happen, what could go wrong, the more chance you'll have of getting the outcome that you're looking for. You'll be able to adapt faster, achieve those results in a way that's more optimal. So part of it is doing a bit of a checklist. And this is what I call your personal training regime checklist. So what is your personal training regime for change? How do you know how ready you are, how equipped you are to be able to cope with what's coming down the pipeline? So here's some questions to think about. Firstly, how physically, mentally, and emotionally resilient are you? So this is your bandwidth for change. Because when you uncover your bandwidth for change, you can work out how flexible you are, how adaptable you are, and the more likely you are to welcome change, the more likely you are to see change as a good thing. Secondly, how tolerant are you to ambiguity, uncertainty? There's no doubt any form of change means that there's going to be uncertainty. There's going to be periods of ambiguity, disruption. And the more you're able to accept the uncertainty, recognize that with change comes ambiguity, the better able you are to work out what it is you need to do to navigate your way through. Thirdly, how do you react when things go wrong? Because having been there many, many times before, I can guarantee you one thing, and that is when you're trying to change something, something will go wrong. Something won't go according to plan. There's also many, many unknowns. So how you react is an indication of whether you've got a fixed or a growth mindset, and it's also going to impact people around you. So you need to have that growth mindset when you want to change, because things will go wrong, but what are you learning when something goes wrong? Next, how attuned are you to the needs of others? Because this is about broadening your field of view so that you understand not just what you need to get through the change, to thrive through it, but what do the people around you need? How emotionally invested are you in the change? Does this matter? Or is it like, I don't really care? Because the more you care about something, the more something is important to you, the more likely you are to put in the effort that's required to get to where it is you want to get to. And lastly, are you willing to invest time, money, energy to acquire the skills, the new skills that you need so that you can fit, thrive, adapt for what this new environment needs? So, a number of questions to think about. What those questions are designed to do is really help you work out, where have I got strengths, where are there gaps, and where do I then need to work out how I close those gaps? What's my plan? So that you can be strong, you can be ready for change when it comes in front of you. You know, it's Fred DeVito, who was the first bar instructor for around the world. And he has this great quote, which it says, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So next time you're faced with a change, think about it. How ready are you? What else do you need to do? So you're not just going to kind of find your way through. You're not just going to put up with what's happening. You're really ready to make the most of the opportunity that's in front of you. Take care, and I'll see you next week.